Welcome to Angela's Kitchen Garden. Today I've come down to the plot to do a bit more digging, and I've also had a delivery of compost. One of my friends on the allotment had a load delivered and I managed to get some as well, which was really lovely. So I'll just show you that now. And this stuff is really nice. It's really nice compost that I've had delivered. And I've got about 20 wheelbarrow loads here, so it's quite a lot. And then I'll spread it out over the allotment where I need it. So today I'm going to try and dig another line along here. I'm not sure if I'll get to the end, but I'll try and do as much as I can.
So whilst I was at my plot, I was given some lettuce plug plants by one of the other plot holders, and these were sown down here on the allotment, so they're ready to be planted out into the beds because they're used to the weather down here. But I will put a cloche over them just so that they're protected from the wind. Now what I'm doing is I'm going through the individual plugs and dividing the plants up. And I find that the best way to do this isn't by trying to pull out one plant on its own, it's by dividing the clump into half and then dividing it again until you're left with individual plants, and this way they come apart nice and easily. So what I'll do now is I'll go through the whole of the clump here that I've got, and I'll divide all of these plugs into individual plants. And lettuces are a great filler crop for your beds because they only stay in the soil for a couple of months and then you harvest them, and if you want to harvest them early that's fine, and it will just free up the space again for you to put other crops in. So I've divided all the plants up here, and once you've divided them, what you need to do is you need to dig little holes to put them into the ground. So I'll just gather them all up now to make space and then dig holes into the ground. So I've dug these two in, and I'm going to dig another hole for another one of the little seedlings to go into. So it doesn't need to be too deep for lettuce, so you just need to go about a trowel's depth. And then once you've dug the hole out, I like to put a bit of compost in for the plants. And so I'm just putting a bit of compost into the hole, and then I'll put my seedling in, making a little bit of a hole to drop the roots into. And then once you've put it in, you just push the soil back around the plant and then give it a little bit of a firm down. If there are any big lumps, it's good just to break these up so that the plant doesn't have to struggle with them, and so it creates a better seal around the roots. And so once you've done this, you just need to go along the line, creating more holes to put the rest of the seedlings in. And whilst I was digging, this little robin came along. They're so cute, and he was jumping about right in front of me. They're very bold robins, and they don't seem to be frightened of people at all. I quite enjoy it when they come over and have a little look around for worms and bugs in the soil. So back on with the digging. Now I've managed to plant these rows of lettuces here. Once you've planted them, you need to give them a good water. So I'm just watering them in now. And once you've watered them thoroughly in, what you need to do is you just need to put a bit of a cover on them at the moment, just so that they're protected from the wind, and it also helps keep the pigeons and various other pests off them. So here they are underneath my hoops, and you can see they're just in their nice little row. Now I didn't manage to get as much digging done today as I'd hoped, as I was moving the compost and planting the lettuces, but I did half a row, so I'm quite pleased with that. And here's another one of the robins just sitting on my bucket and checking what little grubs are in the soil. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And check out my other videos on YouTube. Also, if you have a look down in the description below, you can also follow me on Pinterest, Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you on the next one. Bye!